despite all the achievements complete. Some views, some views are the other. The deficiency and crocodile in it must be hidden to us. In the beginning of March, the world's most expensive pre-wedding celebrations in India created sensations all over the world. There was a lot of discussions on the social media of Pakistan. There were many posts that seems to make our youth sigh. Some views it was written that a man should be so rich that he can invite Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk to the wedding. These pre-wedding celebrations were of Mukesh Ambani's younger son, Anant Ambani. Mukesh Ambani is the richest businessman in Asia and 11th richest persons in the world. Mukesh Ambani is the richest businessman in Asia and the 11th richest person in the world. During celebrations, the Ambani's family decorated the city of Jamnagar in Gujarat for the guests by spending billion of rupees. In this event, 25,000 dishes were served to the guests as breakfast, lunch, evening tea, dinner, and midnight dinner. About 50,000 people were served food in the Mukesh Ambani's event. All the superstars of the film industry were seen dancing in the event. Facebook founders Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, who bought Twitter and founded X, attended with their wives. Trump's daughter, Levanka Trump, also attended as a special guest. Gold garlands were presented to the guests along with invitations, and all the guests were paid heavily to attend the wedding. That is, the Reliance Group has paid for special to participate in this event as well. Despite the glare of the presence of famous, glamorous personalities from all over the world, the center of attention of this event was the groom Anant Ambani and the bride Radhika Merchant. The 3 days of the ceremony were regularly celebrated under one of them. According to theme, the ceremony was decorated worth crores of rupees. Anant Ambani, the groom of the ceremony, was also in the news for the that he is suffering from a dangerous disease in which the weight increases enormously. Yeah, his rice paddy with them would surprise the onlooker like a beautiful bride. Anant Ambani is the suffering from a severe type of stomach which cannot be treated with normal drugs, so he has been given steroid for the treatment. Among them, cortico is a type of steroid. Call it any irony of nature's that the darling and young son of multi-billion dollars billionaire Mukesh Ambani is suffering from a disease that has no cures but the distractions of steroid. Must brought patience and an incomplete picture of nature. By the pen of Mr. Muhammad Asad, the picture remains incomplete. The Lord of the universe has designed life in such a way that, despite all the achievements and accomplishments, the picture of the life remains always incomplete. Somewhere or the others, the deficiency and the crocodile in it must be hidden to us. In the beginning of March, the world is most expensive. pre-wedding celebrations in India created a sensations all over the world. There was a lot of discussions on the social media platform of everywhere, especially in the Asia, Pakistan, India, and other countries. There were many posts that seems to make our youth sigh. Somewhere it was written that a man should be so rich that he can invite Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk to the wedding. Mukesh Ambani is the richest businessman in Asia and the 11th richest person in the world, is the founder and the chairman of the Reliance Group. For the pre-wedding celebrations, the Ambani family decorated the city of Jamnagar in Gujarat for the guests by spending billion of rupees in this event's 2,500 dishes were served to the guests as a breakfast, lunch, evening tea, and dinner and the midnight dinner. Dozens of India's top cooks and chefs were invited to cook for the guests at Jamnagar for 3 days. Not a single dish was repeated. About 50,000 people were served food in the event. All the superstars of the film industry, like Shah Rukh Khan, were seen dancing in the event. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk was bought Twitter and founded X extended with their wives Trump, his daughter Ivanka Trump also attended as a special guest. Chartered planes, Mercedes cars, and luxury vehicles were used to bring and transport guests. In 2018, Mukesh Ambani set a record for the most expensive wedding in the world, spending billion of dollars on his daughter Isha's wedding. Gold line were presented to the guests along with invitations, and all the guests were paid heavily to the attend the wedding. That is that the Reliance Groups has paid for special guests to participate in this event as well. Despite the glare of presence of famous glamorous personalities from all over the world, the center of attention of this event was the groom and the bride of Radhika Merchant. The 3 days of the ceremony were regularly celebrated under one theme. According to the theme, the ceremony was decorated with the worth crores of rupees. Anant Ambani, the groom of the ceremony, was also in the news for the reasons that he is suffering from a dangerous disease in which the weight increases enormously. The rice paddy with the them would surprise the looks like a beautiful bride. And Anant Ambani is suffering from a severe type of asthma that cannot be treated with normal drugs, so he has been given the steroid for the treatment. Among them, cortico is a type of steroid. Call it any iron of nature that the dog and the younger son of the multi-billionaire dollars billionaire Mukesh Ambani is suffering from a disease that has no cure but the restrictions of steroid. Mukesh Ambani, his son is wedding, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk's participations, and the incomplete picture of nature's with Mr. Muhammad Asad. The picture always remains incomplete. The Lord of the Universe has designated life in such a way that despite all the achievements and accomplishment, the picture of the life remains incomplete. Picture of the life never complete. Your wishes never complete. As the richest persons of the Asia, Mukesh Ambani's wishes never complete. Somewhere or the others, the deficiency and crookedness in it must be hidden to us. In the beginning of March, the world's most expensive pre-wedding celebrations in India created a sensations all over the world. All over the world, there was a lot of discussions on the social media. Pakistan, India, USA, America. There were many posts that seemed to make our youth side. Somewhere it was written that a man should be sick, that he can invite Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, and the Elon Musk to the wedding. These pre-wedding celebrations were Mukesh's Ambani's younger son, Anant Ambani. Mukesh Ambani is the richest businessman in Asia and the 11th richest person in the world, is the founder and the chairman of the Reliance Group. For the pre-wedding celebrations, the Ambani family decorated the city of Jamnagar in Gujarat for the guests by spending billion of rupees in these events. 2,500 dishes were served to the guests as breakfast, lunch, evening tea, dinner, and midnight dinner. Dozens of India's top cooks and chefs were invited to cook for the guests at Jamnagar for 3 days. Not a single dish was repeated. About 50,000 people were served food in the event. All the superstars of the film industry were seen dancing in the event as like Shah Rukh Khan and all other three Khans. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and the owner of the Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, who bought Twitter and founded X, attended with their wives. Trump, his daughter Ivanka Trump also attended as a special guest. Chartered planes, Mercedes, cars, and luxury vehicles were used to bring and transport cash in 2018. Mukesh Ambani set a wedding in the world by spending billion of dollars on his daughter Isha's wedding. Gold garlands were presented to the guests along with the invitations, and all the guests were paid heavily to attend the wedding. The idea is that the Reliance Group has paid for special guests to participate in this event as well, despite the glare of the presence of famous, glamorous personalities from all over the world. The center of attention of this event was the groom Anant Ambani and the bride of Randika, Rika merchant. The 3 days of the ceremony were regularly celebrated under a one theme according to the theme. The ceremony was decorated with the crore of rupees. Anant Ambani, Anant Ambani, the groom of ceremony, was also in the news for the reasons that he is suffering from a dangerous disease. And with the weight, increases enormously. His wife shared with them would surprise Dawn looks like a beautiful bride. And Tambani is suffering from a severe type of asthma, which cannot be treated with normal drugs. So he has been given steroid for the treatment. Among them, cortico is a type of steroid. Call it an irony of nature that the darling and the younger son of multi-billion dollar billionaire Mukesh Ambani's son is suffering from a disease that has no cure, part the distractions of steroids. So always be happy now because the gift given to you is very memorable and very valuable. Thank you very much for your best wishes. Love you, great man. Salute to all of you because you supported me very well. Thank you.